Hey guys, so for today's Halloween DIY, I'm going to show you guys how to make this Perler Oogie Boogie. Now, it has been a controversy for years whether or not Nightmare Before Christmas is a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie. Honestly, I say, why can't it be both? It can be a Halloween movie, obviously around Halloween time, and then a Christmas movie the closer it gets to Christmas. I just absolutely love Nightmare Before Christmas. Like, who doesn't? And Oogie Boogie is my favorite character, and of course he is a villain in the movie. So I figured, why not celebrate Nightmare Before Christmas at Halloween time, and then who knows, maybe we'll do it again at Christmas time, and do a Perler Oogie Boogie for you guys, since he is one of my favorite characters in the movie, and of course he is a villain. You gotta love the villains, they're just so misunderstood. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's see how I made this. So for this DIY, you're going to need perler beads, as well as a square pegboard, a piece of parchment paper, and of course you're going to need an iron. Now I'm going to go ahead and zoom in for you guys, and like always, I'm going to start out with my outline of Oogie Boogie, like I always do. I also made sure while I was doing this that my iron was already turned on onto the cotton setting, so that by the time I was ready to melt this bad boy down, it was nice and warm and ready for me. Now, I did realize halfway through this that I kind of messed up the top of his head a little bit, but I think in the outcome, he still looks like Oogie Boogie. I found this on Pinterest, of course. I love Pinterest, in case you guys don't know. So I just copied mine off of Pinterest. You're more than welcome to copy mine off of here, or you can go look up some of your own designs on Pinterest. Like I said, I did kind of mess up his head a little bit, but you can't really tell. It still looks like Oogie Boogie. So once I got his outline done, I went ahead and I made sure to fill in his little mouth. I think it's so awesome how it just kind of is never a straight line. It's just amazing to me. And then of course I filled it in with this neon green. Now I'm sure you're thinking, why would I use neon green? But I love how he looks when they did that black light effect in the movie. And that's the effect that I wanted to portray, since it was my favorite look of him. You can also use glow-in-the-dark perlers, which I think would be really awesome, but I don't have any at the moment. And I just thought it would be really cool to make him look the way he did when they had the black light going. So that's the shade of green I decided to use so that I could kind of give off that same effect. So now that he's all filled in, I'm going to go ahead and leave it on this image for a minute so that you guys can kind of pause it right here if you want, and you can just copy it straight off of the screen if it makes it easier for you to do it that way. I just want to make it easier for you guys to copy the same pattern so that you can make your own awesome Perler Oogie Boogie. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to iron this, which I just usually use the same technique, but it's always good to show you guys. I, as always, like to make sure that my iron is already warm on the cotton setting, once again. Also, I do a rotating method as well as sweeping that iron around, you don't want to keep it in the same spot. That is how you get uneven melting, and you definitely don't want that to happen. So once I get it down to my satisfied look, I want to go ahead and I'll let that cool down before I flip it over and repeat the process. A good way to know if it's all melted down perfectly the way you want it is you'll see the colors come through the parchment paper and it'll look just like him, and you can kind of get a feel for how it looks melted down. And then your Oogie Boogie is done. Now you can do so many things with this. You can turn it into a keychain, you can create a base for him to sit in, you can also turn it into a magnet, you know, put a piece of command strip on the back of it and slap it on your wall. There's so many different things that you can do with your Perler creations. Sometimes I just like to make them just for the fun of it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I have another Halloween video coming up for next week. It will be my last one before we start getting into the Christmas spirit. Yes, it is that close. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to give me a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button because you don't want to miss any of my holiday DIYs. And of course, make sure to go check out all those social medias that I'm on. They'll be in the drop down box below. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.